Hi guys, this is Crafty Cat. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. We are here with a brand new swatching video. We are going to be swatching my brand new beautiful set of Paul Rubens YOULAN. You see that YOULAN? 24 colors. Rubens. Isn't this gorgeous? And as you can see, I have already taped all of the papers down for the colors. Now, the last time we were together, we did my other set of Paul Rubens on the very first page of this new book, and they're so beautiful. So this set has slightly different colors, but look how bright and vibrant they are. And these are the Paul Rubens solid watercolors. These are both, there are also artist grade, but they don't have a name. I couldn't find a name here. There's some writing in, I believe, Chinese, so maybe there's a name here that I just can't read, but there's nothing in English on this pan. But I did check online, and there's a lot of new colors in this, and this is the 5th generation, and I believe this might be the 4th generation, but I'm not sure, because it didn't say anywhere on the Amazon website what generation this was. So anyway, but look how pretty those are, and I just know that these are going to be just as beautiful. So yeah, so I did these kind of heavy. I probably should have gone a little bit lighter. I wasn't ready for how pigmented these colors would be. They're super pigmented, and this is just my Canson XL watercolor book. Let me show you. I've started a whole new book. This is just Canson XL watercolor paper. It's 140 pound, 300 grams. There's 30 pages. It's cold press, heavyweight paper, 7 by 10 inches, which is really nice for swatching. Although maybe I should have got a book a little bit bigger for swatching. But I've started swatching in my other Canson book, and so I just thought, you know what? I want another Canson book the same size for swatching. So anyway, let's get these paints out. Of the box. We've already done an unboxing with these. I got them on sale for Prime Days. I think I paid $55 Canadian. The regular $70 Canadian. And my other set was only $29. So anyway, let's just move this box. And you can see how beautiful this tin is. Isn't that gorgeous? I had a very hard time deciding between this color and the pink. They had a pink with these stripes on it too, these tiger stripes. But I ended up getting this one, and I'm happy I did. I really love it. Even though pink is one of my favorite colors, I find this very striking. So anyway, let's open it up and set these down like this. I've got my little mat down here. I want the colors on the camera, but I don't want this to get in the way. Let me just get arranged, and I'll come right back. All right, so this does not lie flat. It's just sticking up there. So it works if you put a book underneath it, but it's not going to lie flat. It just pops up. My other case, this lies flat. So that is an issue with this one. But it does seem to be pretty straight, so I think it would still work. And I am just going to start out using a cheap Artist Loft 1/2 inch brush, a flat, aka square. For a long time I called these square brushes, not realizing they were considered flat brushes. Anyway, I'm not pre-wetting these because I didn't pre-wet the other ones. I'm just going to have to retape these rows later. It's just I want to paint on the back of this before I flip the tape around. So what are you guys all doing? This is going to probably be a long video unless I cut out my talking and put music. I don't know what you guys like better. I like watching swatching videos. I might be weird, but I enjoy watching swatching videos, so I hope you do too. So grab a drink, grab a cold drink. It's really hot today. Or if you're living somewhere where it's hot, then, or warm, if you're living somewhere where it's cold, then grab a warm drink. So I didn't draw any lines here. I just want to kind of do like a line of color. It's super pretty. And the water is off camera because I couldn't fit it on. I really like that color. I think it's beautiful. And now I'm just going to go with some water and just bring it down a little bit. So yeah, so we're not like practicing with anything, we're just swatching. And so this color here is called Naples Yellow, and it's number B229, and it's a mix of 3 different pigments, PW6, PY53, and PBR24, and it says it's an opaque transparency, and it has a weather resistance of, I think that's 5 stars. I can't quite tell. This next color is A215. It's lemon yellow. So let's test this out. That is going to annoy me that it's making all that noise. I think I have too much water on my brush. It's really pretty. Isn't that nice? I hope you can see okay. And now let's just add a little bit more water. Oh, I have way too much water on my brush. Yeah, I'm so bad at this. Now I should be using cotton watercolor paper. I'm not. I don't want to waste it. It's so expensive. I only have a few sheets of it. So anyway, this lemon yellow color is I can't say the word single. I keep wanting to say signal. It's a single color pigment, PY3. It's got a transparency of about half, it says. Oh, no, it says clearly transparent. And the weather resistance, which I believe, the weather resistance is 4. And I think the weather resistance means how light fast it is. I think that's what they mean by weather resistance light fast rating. But I'm not sure, and I don't know what scale that is. And I don't think 4 is that great. And I found that was another thing in the other set. I'm just going to go with some water down here already. See if that makes a difference. And the next color we have is Cadmium Yellow Light. Got too much water on my brush. Cadmium Yellow Light is PY35. And it says it is partially transparent. And yeah, I'm doing a very bad job of this. These are so pigmented, I'm using way too much color. So we'll just have to test another day to show how opaque these can look, because I'm just making a mess here. Last time I tried flicking. There's a lady I watched on YouTube. She was swatching and she flicks water at it, and it gives it a really pretty marbleized color. But I'm not good at flicking. I was just getting water everywhere and making a mess. So we're not flicking. So the next color is Chromium Yellow Hue Deep. It looks orange in the pan. And it looks quite different online. So this is Chromium Yellow Deep Hue PY65. It's transparent, but it only has 4 weather resistance, whereas the cadmium yellow light has a 5. Now, I don't know, like I said, what's good and what's not good. And you can just see I just added way too much water there. So bad at watercolor, you guys. I'm best at digital painting, but I don't know how to record digital painting for you because I have a cover on my iPad so that it doesn't get scratched. And whenever I try to record, you're just getting like the glare of my hand and the pen, and you can't really see what I'm doing. And I don't want to take that cover off because it's protecting everything. So anyway, this chromium yellow deep hue, like it's PY65 and fully transparent, like I said, for light fast rating. And this next one is chromium orange hue. So this one is a hue. And to me that looks red more than orange. What do you guys think? Like these look like markers. They're so bright. I wonder if these have dyes in them, because they look so bright. Like they're way more bright than my Winsor & Newton colors. Like way. And you can kind of see. See, I think that's the chromium red. Like, how could that be the chromium orange hue? I might be on the wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it says this is chromium orange hue. That can't be right because that looks more like the cadmium red light to me. And I can't read this. I cannot read these. Can you read them? Here's the English right here. Can you read that? Like, I can't see that at all. I can't see anything there. Well, you know what? Let's just enjoy the colors and see what they look like. I am back. I made a mistake. I accidentally went into the cadmium red light and I completely mixed the chromium orange hue. So we're going to just try to go over. I couldn't lift all of that color. I had it down there for too long before I realized. And then I went with the right color up here. So anyway, you guys, this is another orange. I'm not going to bother trying to go light with this one because I need to cover that red. So this is chromium orange hue. This was chromium yellow hue deep. And that was PY65. And this is P062. P062. And all the colors are labeled right on the front. But unfortunately, my eyes have a hard time reading those tiny labels. I am wearing my glasses. Anyway, now we have the cadmium red light, which I accidentally had put here. So look at that cadmium red light. Isn't that beautiful? These colors look so vibrant. It's like a marker. I feel like I'm playing with a marker. That's how bright these colors are. It's crazy how bright they are. These would like make nice posters. Like I get, and like they feel like poster paint almost, like how bright they are. What do you guys think? It's going to drive me crazy that I can't get a light version of this. Let's see if I can lift some off at least. So that's not the right color of this because there's some red underneath. But up here is the right color. Anyway, this cadmium red light is PR108. And it says it's opaque. So that's why I had a hard time lifting it, because it's not transparent. This is a transparent color. And the chromium orange hue is a transparent color. And I was trying to cover the cadmium red light, which is considered opaque. And these both have a light fast rating of 5 stars. I don't know how high they go up. So far, I'm not seeing anything higher than 5 stars. And the lowest I see later on is going to be indigo, which comes in at 3 stars, which is really sad. And I have the indigo in my other set that is a single pigment, and it has a higher light fast rating. But in this set, the indigo, which we'll be getting to later, it's made up of 2 different pigments. So I don't know what that's all about. Okay, so now we have the Perylene Maroon. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, you guys. I've never heard of that color before. This is pigment PR129. Oh, that's so pretty. I like that a lot. Yeah, I'm using way too much pigment. Let's add some water. That's a beautiful color. Now I have not enough color at the top because I added the water. Why do I do these things? Let's just see if I could drop some more color in at the top here. I also dropped some more water, so that might not work out. I've got the water off to the side on a side table, and the paper towel that I'm using to wipe everything off, you should see how vibrant it is. So, okay, the next one here is going to be Quinacridone Rose, which is PV19. It's very pretty. It looks so similar to that one. Like, am I hitting the wrong color or what? I don't know. To me, those two colors look very similar, but maybe this is more pinky and this is more red. Yeah, they're different. Like in the dark colors, they look the same, but in the light colors, they look different. And now I picked it up and the water's running down and destroying my light color. Watercolor. I find that the more fun I'm having with the paint, the worse I am at it. Like, I have so much fun with watercolor. I love watching it flow and mesh. I'm so bad at watercolor. So bad. I'm so much better at acrylic. And much, much better at digital art. Especially since digital art will let you stabilize your hand. Like, my hands are very shaky. And when you make a brush with digital art, you can put like a stabilizer on it so your lines don't come out as wobbly, which is awesome. But then it's not so much awesome when you try to draw in pencil on paper. It's like, wait, what? Why am I so shaky? I'm so much better at digital. It's because I have a helper there. It's kind of cheating. And a lot of people trace. I don't trace because I'm trying to learn how to sketch. I mean, I could trace if I wanted to, but I don't. But I mean, not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I am trying to learn how to draw and sketch so that I could do my own paintings, you know? Like, if it's something I've drawn myself in my sketchbook and I don't think I can duplicate it in, you know, when I'm doing watercolor, then I don't mind tracing my own work. But I feel it's kind of cheaty tracing someone else's work. But that's just me. So I think I've messed up again somehow. I really do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this was not Quinacridone Rose. This was Quinacridone Maroon. This was the Quinacridone Rose. And this was the Perylene Maroon. Oh my gosh, this is like far more than my brain can comprehend. I don't feel good. I'm so tired. Oh, you guys, I always have an excuse, but I just don't have the brain. I used to be smart. I used to be a teacher. I mean, only elementary school, but still. I used to be able to make sentences that made sense, and it's gone. but I was young then, and I'm like 60 years old now. Wow, maybe I should get my cognition tested. Do one of those cognitive tests that they're always trying to get Trump and Joe Biden to take. And they should get Trudeau to take one too while they're at it. All right, so this color here is quinacridone maroon, PV42, that one. This one is quinacridone rose, PV19. These are both transparent colors. This one here is perylene maroon, PR179. It's got like a half and half transparency. These two are rated 5 stars, and this one is only rated 4 stars. All right, next row. We are going to dioxazine violet. You know what? I should just probably cut out all of my talking altogether, play some nice music for you, and then come back and write down exactly what these colors are on the colors. But some of these are dark colors, so I don't believe I could do that. Wow, that's beautiful. This is dioxazine violet. Dioxazine violet. This is PV23. I've got too much water on my brush. PV23. And this next color is indigo. Right here. Indigo. I really loved it in my other set. Yeah, that's beautiful. But this indigo is made up of 2 pigments. This one is PB15.1 and PB66. And it has no transparency. It's fully opaque, it says. Too much water. Too much water. So when I go over it on top, you can see how opaque that looks. That's a beautiful color. And in my other set of Paul Rubens, it's a single pigment. So I don't know why this one has 2 pigments and the other one just has 1. Unless maybe I'm remembering wrong. I don't know. So this next one is, can you see this? Are we on camera still? This next one is French Blue, which is PB29. And I think that's similar to aquamarine or ultramarine. I think. I'm not sure. But it looks like ultramarine. It's really pretty. That's really pretty. Okay, the next color is Berlin Blue. And I think we have to go back up here to get it. Yeah, I'm going to have to put something in here so it's not making so much noise. I don't like that. So you guys, this is Berlin Blue. It's so pretty. I finally did it right. Like we're halfway done. So the Berlin Blue is PB27. It has a half transparency and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars as well. For the, it's calling it weather resistance, but I think they mean light fastness. And the next one is going to be, I can't pronounce this word, phthalo blue. It's PHTHALO blue. Is it phthalo? Phthalo blue? I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a pretty blue though. Beautiful. That's gorgeous. I love the blues. And one thing I really like is how many blues this set gives you. It's really beautiful. Like, look at these 4 blues are gorgeous. And here's a new color for me. Did I tell you the phthalo blue? I'm going to call it a phthalo because I don't know how else to say it. Is PB15.3, like :3. I don't know what that means. And it says it's transparent and it has a 5-star weather resistant. This next blue is translucent turquoise. It's PB16. Did I hit the wrong one? No, I didn't. So this is PB16. It says it's like half and half transparent. And it has a weather resistance of only 4. It's a really pretty color. So I love how many blues we get. I'm including that in a blue. And now we're going to the greens. So this is going to be, oh, I don't know. Oriental green, it says. That's pretty. Oriental green. That's beautiful. So the Oriental green is PG7. So I guess the P stands for pigment and the G stands for green. And I don't know what the 7 stands for. It says the transparency is half and half and the weather resistance is 5. It's really hard to get these colors out in the water. The colors don't want to come out of my brush. And then we have May green. That's very pretty. I like that a lot. Reminds me of the spring. So this is made up of 2 different pigments. PY151 and PG7. That's really pretty. I like a light green. All right, so now we have this one here, which is Cobalt Turquoise Dark. Oh, that's really pretty. And this is not transparent at all. This is opaque. But it's a beautiful color. So this has a weather resistance of 5 stars. So you can make it transparent a little bit, but it also looks very granulating when you add a lot of water. So that was Cobalt Turquoise Dark. So next we have Olive Green Dark. Now I think I have an olive green in my other palette. This is made of 2 pigments, this one. Let's see what oh, that's really pretty. Oh, that's beautiful. That's going to be so nice for landscapes. So the olive green dark is P062 and PG67. That's a beautiful color. That'll come in handy for landscapes for sure. Nice convenience green. And the transparency is half and half. Now, I don't fully understand what the transparencies mean. Okay, I understand transparent when they show you a box with nothing in it at all. So I understand that's fully transparent, okay? Then they show you a box with just one line cutting through it, but there's no color on either side. So I've been saying that's partially transparent. But I don't know, because then the next box is a box with a line down the side, and half of it is dark and half of it is light, which I guess that would be the true half and half. I don't know. And then the box is fully darkened, fully colored, then that is not transparent at all. So for example, that box is fully solid. This box is half and half. And the translucent turquoise, where is that one? I can't remember. It was like just the box with a line. And the phthalo blue was just an empty box. So I really don't understand what the box with just the line in it means. Like, because it's not colored half and not, you know what I mean? It just looks like a transparent box with a line down the middle. So just like not fully transparent, but almost fully transparent. I don't know. So anyway, let's move on to the next color. That was olive green dark. I love that color. So now we have earth yellow. So this is PY42. Oh no, I got some green in there. So the green kind of leaked in there. So that green should not be in there. But what are you going to do? Oh, I have no water at all on my brush now. That's very pretty. And that is, did I tell you PY42? And the transparency is a box. Half the box is white, half is black, and that is 5 stars. All right, so the next color is burnt sienna. We're almost done. We had a slow start. I was doing a lot of mistakes. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't fully on camera, you guys. I apologize for that. We had a bad start where I got mixed up, but we're getting better. I think I make myself anxious to do this, and then I mess up even more. So this is burnt sienna. This is 2 pigments, PR101 and PBK9. And the transparency is half and half. Half the box is white, half the box is black. I put too much water. We're going to have a cauliflower. Way too much water. No, not enough water. I just don't know. There. I like these earth colors. So next we have Venetian red. I've got way too much water on my brush now. So these Artist Loft brushes are not the greatest, I find, for watercolor, unless it's just me. But I like that it's a flat brush for doing this. That looks very close to that one. Like, to me, that looks like the same color almost. This is just deeper. So this is PR101. Okay, and the burnt sienna is PR101 plus PBK9. What the hell is, what the heck is PBK9? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, this is this. PR101. So I don't know why we needed this if we have this. Oh, maybe because this is, the box for transparency is half white and half black, and this is full black, so that means it's opaque. So maybe they just wanted to give us a more transparent version. Pretty sure you can just make it more transparent with water, though. Yeah, okay, that's a more reddy color than this one. This is, it's almost like it has some of that color mixed in. I don't know what PBK9 is. I have to go back and see if I have that color. Anyway, these are beautiful earth colors. I do like them a lot. I love all these vibrant colors. They'll be beautiful for flowers and like for cartoony kind of things, but I like the earth colors and the blues and the greens for landscapes. And I like this color that they give us here. It's a convenience color. So next we have brown umber. Almost done, you guys. I have way too much water on my brush again. So this is brown umber, and it's made up of 3 different pigments. So this is PB15:1, PBR7, and PBK9. And it's got a transparency of 1/2 and 1/2 and a weather resistance of 5. And last but not least, we have ivory black. So this ivory black seems like it has more of a bluish tinge to it. That seemed like almost like a warmer color, and this is a cooler color. But what do I know, because I'm still learning. Like, I know that's a brown umber, but to me, well, maybe once it dries, it'll look more brown. But to me, up at the top, it looks like a warm black and a cooler black, but I could be wrong. Like, just 2 different forms of black is what I'm seeing. And there we have it. These are the colors. I might have made some mistakes going through, but let's just go through them again. See if I can go through this without making a whole lot of mistakes. No, I don't think I can. They don't have a page that shows all the information where the page is static, which means like the page stays the same size. When you touch it, it goes big, it goes small, and it's just all over. I wish I could make it so, like if I make it static on my own, it's too small for me to read. So, yeah. Anyway, we have Naples yellow. Okay. We have lemon yellow, cadmium yellow light. We have chromium yellow hue deep, chromium orange hue, cadmium red light. Let me just get a clean brush to point instead of my finger. So cadmium red light, perylene maroon, quinacridone rose, quinacridone magenta, right here. So that's a really nice, these are beautiful colors. I love them. And then we have dioxazine violet, indigo, French blue, and now I got to move everything again. Berlin blue, phthalo blue, translucent turquoise, oriental green, May green, cobalt turquoise dark, olive green dark, earth yellow, burnt sienna, Venetian red, brown umber, and ivory black. And out of all of these, they almost all have 5 stars for weather resistance, which I believe means light fastness, except for there's a few that are lower. The translucent turquoise, which I think is this one here, is only 4 stars. And the indigo, which is here, is only 3 stars. which is a shame. Because I'm pretty sure the indigo in my other set has better stars. Let me just see if I can find it, the other set. Yeah, in my other set, the indigo is PB29. And it's got, yeah, it's got a weather resistance of only 2. So maybe that's why they switched the colors for this one, to make it a little bit better. I'm really not sure why they did that, you guys. But maybe it was just to make this a little wee bit more light fast. That's all I can think. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. Because it's only like 1 star better than the other one. Yeah, I really don't know why they changed it. But anyway, that's it, you guys, for this. I think I'm going to really enjoy this. I'll do a review after I've tested them for a while. I've done a few paintings with my other Paul Rubens set. I've done only 2 or 3 paintings for World Watercolor Month with this one. So let me do 2 or 3 paintings with this one, and then we'll come back with a review, and then we'll swatch some of the colors together that are similar. But there's not a lot of exact colors that are the same. Like, I think I have almost all, there's 48 colors, I believe, in Paul Rubens, and I think I have almost all 48 now. I think I might just be missing some, because there are a few that are the same in both sets that I have. But for the most part, the YOULAN set, which is this set, has a lot of different colors than this other set does. So I'm really happy about that. I'm excited to try it out. And like I said, I'll come back and let you know when I have more experience with it. All right, guys, so that's it. I hope you liked it. I'm so sorry for how much I got wrong. I got a lot wrong. And I can't even blame Tylenol or anything this time, because I'm just me. But I haven't been feeling good. So maybe we'll blame that. I don't know. Maybe I'm overtired. I'm trying to get so many videos ready so I could go out to camp for the month of August and the first 2 weeks of September, God willing. You'll probably be watching this while I'm already at camp, because I'm pre-recording so many videos. So yeah, if you're watching this, it's not going to be the day that I'm recording it. I'll probably be hopefully at camp by then. But anyway, yeah. So I hope you like this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. All of those good things to help me as a channel. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I apologize again for all the mistakes I made, but in the end, it all worked out. All right, guys, have a great day, whatever you're doing. I hope you have a great one. Take care, stay safe, and happy crafting. Bye, guys.